Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. Five-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base.
15, check my 15. I got you, son.
Big rip.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here now the offense for the Bengals.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game one of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Cincinnati.
Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977, but since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams, and the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. Here's the 6th-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now back to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Wilson. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 1st down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Let's go, defense. Out time.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Second and 9 now. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Here we go. And two-stop.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on second and 12. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. He'll drop to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Rolling to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his first career touchdown in his first career game. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Let's go.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's caught, Lockett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half score to get. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Dorsett on the return.
Let's go, baby.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
You got it.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got Lockett. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Travis Homer with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Ryan looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Second and 3. That's complete. Bernard. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll drop the throw, and he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got it. The tight end, Allen.
Go, Jackrabbit.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.